Alright everybody, welcome back. So I'm actually doing this one in the replay mode. This is of last week's race that we did with the production car challenge. I ended up having to do this while, recording in a replay because, the frames were very glitchy during this one, and it made sense. We got new track plus 4 different car models. It made sense that the frames were pretty bad. But anyway, we're under the way here, and we're in the GR Cup car, and we're starting out P5. So we got the green flag here, and we'll see how we're gonna do in this one. So this one is a 25 minutes race, and keep in mind we started this race at 4 minutes mark according to rate laps, so it's not gonna be right on the mark. So really it's gonna be, the timer's gonna be wrong by 4 minutes. It's gonna be 29 minutes by the time it's, the race could be over. So ignore the timer in this one. It's not gonna be correct. It's gonna be off by 4 minutes. Otherwise, yeah, sit back and enjoy. And yes, we end up getting, 9X in this one. A lot of it were off tracks. And there's a couple incidents that we got into as well in this one. You'll have to see for yourself. But yeah, nothing too bad, I don't think. It was otherwise a pretty relaxing, pretty smooth race. We had a cry battle with somebody later on, but you'll see that in the future. For now, we're just staying back in P7. We lost a couple spots at the start of this one, so. And yeah, we're getting around this track. This track very quickly, like in a lap in 20 seconds. So somebody spun now, and we clipped at that guy with the netcode, so we got a 4X from that. Our first 4X was from that guy, which was unfortunate, but nothing we can do about netcoding. We're able, to keep pressing. We're P6 now. I was still figuring out how to attack some of these curbs, because you can really cut some of these curbs quite a lot to get faster laps. Kinda overdrove the corner there. Still nothing too bad yet. Unfortunately, I can't get the beer to work, or otherwise the frames are gonna be pretty terrible. I believe we got 1X from that, by the way. It was a bad corner by me. It was too dangerous. It was too reckless. Don't do that. Terrible corner by me, and I should let it go. Trying to miss the guy while making a mistake in turn 1. But now we're kind of coming back to him again, so. But now we got like 5X. Something like that. And then he's gonna spin off the curbs. So we're not gonna see that guy again. Wide open now for top 5. At this point, I was thinking, oh, this is gonna be relaxing. This is gonna be smooth. We got a nice buffer around us. honestly not a lot to add to this for now. But I do like the shorter layouts at this track. The one that's been designed by iRacing to be year-round courses. You know, for car shows or supercar experiences, or, you know, laying the show course, take laps, ride along, F4 races, Ferrari Challenge, Porsche Cup races, all that jazz. So it's a great idea of, you know, the Dolphin owner, the guy who owns the football stadium and the football team. He is also like a pretty big fundraiser for this race as well. Oh, we got this number 8 who's coming up to us, and we're gonna end up battling with him for a lot of this race. So he's gonna be important in a second. We're just cruising at this point. Oof, that's an off track. We got 1S for that. So we're up to like 5 or 6 by this point. Number 8 is still sticking with us. Again, I'm very sorry for not having a beer for you guys. I can't turn it on or it's gonna freak out the graphics. It's gonna freak out the graphics and it's gonna crash the frames. So I can't have the beers on in this one. So far, so good. Yes, it was blinking quite a lot. Although I don't remember him being this bad during the actual race that we were doing. So take that for what it's worth. I also don't remember number 8 being Kentucky fried chicken race car either. He had different paint back then, so take it for what it's worth. Yeah, number 8. Shit can't get away from me. Try and keep up here. Looking to the inside. Still gonna take some more work. Pretty boring race to this point, but we're keeping it close with number 8. Sometimes you should be a boring race to keep it interesting, but number 8 made a mistake. They were peeking to the inside. We probably should let it go. There. And I think I forced it, number 8, into a slowdown. This is like a second and a half that you take, that you like cut too much of the chain, and we get off track here. So but we're able to make a pass. We probably shouldn't have done that, but we made a pass. But we shouldn't have done that. So now we got a little bit of a gap over number 8. And then we made a mistake, and number 8 take advantage of it. And he's gonna do the same thing I did to him, forcing it to wide through the chip chain, and I kind of back out a little bit because, as I mentioned it, the slowdown's pretty bad. You missed the curbs completely, and then we got the lapper here, making it interesting, and we get by the lapper. Pretty intense braking that time. Again, during the race, it was not blinking this much, so I don't know what to tell y'all. And we're kind of looking to the inside, and we're trying to outbrake this guy, for him to the outside, and he's gonna really hop on the curbs. And we get right back in from us again. But he went way wide again. And I'm looking to the inside. But this time he shut the door on me, which makes sense because otherwise going too wide into that corner is not ideal for both of us. So we are just keeping at it. We should have to keep at it. Keep at it. Big mistake. And we're gonna try to take advantage of it. And he kinda side slammed at us a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. Took it wide, that corner. Passing's difficult here unless you get a really good run off of turn 11. Otherwise, passing's difficult. And I'm just following this guy for now. Got another lapper, making it interesting for us. Still got about 6 more minutes in this one. Yeah, the lap counter's gonna be wrong in this one. It's really gonna be almost 20 laps in this race. So we got like 5 or 6 more at this point. 5 or 6 more laps left. I really try to record these races as live as possible for this reason, because I want to show the beer, I want to show the Delta, I want to show the gas beer, I want to show everything live. But sometimes I just can't because of the graphics limitations during the races. And I can't let my graphics limitation and the bad frame per second affect other people on the track. And we're making another run at this guy, and we're kind of peeking to the inside. So we're kind of peeking to the inside. Hard braking here, hugging the curbs. And he's gonna hop over on the curb. And when he hopped over the curb, he slid up and right went across my nose. It looked like I took him out here. But it's not as simple as it seemed to be. He was kind of bouncing around a little bit because he went over the curbs by going wide, and he was bouncing, trying to get back to the front of me, and he shit wasn't clear and went across my nose. I was also kind of being squeezed into the curbs at that point. But it was unfortunate because we were having such a great battle with number 8. I did not want to wreck him like that, so it was quite unfortunate. Did not want that to happen. But I wasn't fully sure if I took him out 100% on purpose. I wouldn't say it on purpose, sorry, that was a bespoke. But I definitely did not mean for that to happen for sure. But I wasn't sure if, you know, if that was 100% my fault. So I kept going, you know, I just kept going. Maybe the nice thing I could have done is give him his spot back. But, yeah. I wasn't sure if that was on me or not. But yeah, we're just gonna keep going. It was still a couple more laps to finish at this point, so keep that in mind. I have to keep going. My OBS timers tell me it's 24 minutes into this one, so we should be coming up to the white flash shortly. It not that we are very past it, the white flag, but I'll know for sure once we come around and see the flag man. Assuming they preempt the flag man correctly for this layout. This is not always given for new tracks. So yeah. Coming up to the finish line. Green tail. But we're coming up to 25 minutes mark on my OBS. So we almost get taken out by that guy. Back corner there. Really bad corner. And still, we're gonna bar Sean. It's a lot of laps at this place. Lot of laps. Big curb hop. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the race is over now. It is. So yeah, there's that. That was the race. So here's my perspective on that. He was really cutting through the curb, and he was kind of hopping a lot. And I'm like all the way to the curbs. I guess, I mean, I could have back off a little bit there, but I don't know. He was like hopping around a little bit on his core, and by the time he settled in, he was already on my nose. And I was right there. I was trying to back out a little bit, and it was too late. So yeah, it's unfortunate for that guy. Yeah, his core shit like bouncing around and he's sliding up into my nose. And I should finish him off. I'm literally all the way to the curbs. But I mean, I also could have back off a little bit more too and let him gather up himself. So that was tough. That was a tough situation for me to react to. And I believe I got a 2X rather than 4X for that. So he was the start of a race. A little bit dusty with the track not being clean and fresh. Oof. 33's gonna spin. Yeah, that was another reason why the frames were so rough. It's because there's so many cars on the track. There's like at least 35, almost 40 cars. Oof. Yeah, that's not gonna help much with the blinking. Blinkers are having real fun here. Boom. Check out that guy. Give me a 4X. I mean, it's not his fault. He got taken out. It's not his fault. Ooh. That hurt. I was gonna say it's not his fault for giving me a 4X with the net coding. It happens. That's some four. Ooh. That hurt. That hurt. Lap 3. It's a long race. That's for sure. It's a long race. Bam! That's a knockout. That's a knockout. Yeah, that guy's mad. Very mad person. That's unfortunate for the 33. Not having good race. And then we got the BMW here. Yes. He's trying to rejoin, but it's difficult to rejoin when you're in that spot. So I get it. I get it. Almost a crash between BMW there. The BMW's the racing whore here. Ooh, that's unfortunate. And then we got the number 8 spinning now. Let's get back to this. Yeah, that's kind of dirty by the guy who took the 8 out. Got number 1 doing his thing. But he was P7. No, wait. Yes, that was number 1, and he was P7. That might have been overall P7. I don't know. It's a long race to go through the replays, if I'm being honest. We're not even a third through the race here. That hurt. That hurt. Painful. Ooh, 27 get taken now. Racing over. I'm glad I was ahead of that. different classes taking each other out. Ooh. Get right hook, get. That's a right hook. Got number 8. It's missing the corner completely. That's a good one. Mr. Clean is gonna clean himself up. He's in bad spot. It's a long ass replay, if I'm being honest. Lap 12. Oof. Chu and Matan are battling each other very hard here. Definitely could have taken each other out, for sure. And we get them again. Here we are. Bigger core get taken out by smaller core. Make it make sense. Oof. Number 8, I'm high. This is when number 8 get taken out by my nose. That's a tough. That is a tough. Like his car is just bouncing around by the curb. And by the time he was able to regather, he was on my nose. And I was trying to get out of that. I was trying to get out of it, and he was already wrecking by that point. So it's unfortunate because we were having good race until that. We were being respectful to each other. It's a bummer. It's a bummer. That's impressive. You're wrecking in that area. That's impressive. Number 8. Trying to get back to me. I'm sure he was not happy with me. If I was number 8, I'd be thinking, oh, I got taken out by the guy I was racing with. So I truly understand that he was pissed at me. But he didn't say anything to me after the race. He didn't try to chase me or hit me after the race. We both just parked the car and left. We didn't say anything to each other. So, who knows? Things are getting interesting. Ooh! That was unnecessary. And the race is over now, so... Had a pretty good run, got a P4 finish for the class. Give me a second, sorry. There you have it. Thank you very much for watching this race. I hope you're enjoying it. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe. And yeah, it wasn't the most ideal of a race for, you know, keeping it clean and not checking out anyone else, but it's unfortunate what happened with BM8. But otherwise, it was a pretty fun race. It was pretty clean. So yeah, there you have it. Hope you're enjoying that. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Alright.